What do we got? Oh, the leech. Oh. It may not be the biggest deal ever in this game necessarily, I'm not sure. But generally speaking, in so many action RPGs or tactical RPGs or whatever where health management just matters at all, anything that has a life leech tends to really matter. The soul trapper stiletto. +1 focus on kill. That's interesting. Deal 2 damage to an adjacent target. Get +1 focus on kill. It's interesting. If you're a character that uses focus, then that's a powerful thing to have access to. The ability to just get more of it mid-fight. The people who use focus, though, aren't great damage dealers in melee range, though. But I guess the idea is that... I guess the idea basically is just that, like, if you see somebody that has low health, like a skeleton or whatever, you could, like, you could polish off the fight by just stabbing them with the soul trapper since they don't require much effort to kill in that particular situation, and then you get +1 focus. That makes sense to me. Have to buy into it though. Tempting though. The leech does 3 damage to adjacent target. Recover 1 health when you kill an enemy. Oh, double pierce is pretty great. For the tougher enemies, just ignoring 2 entire armor is pretty strong. So it has 2 reasons that it's good, and they're both expensive gem-wise, but they're there. And it's a normal damage weapon, not even like a reduced damage weapon. 3's like the pretty standard average damage for a melee weapon for it being non-compromised. Black robe. Cheat death. Once per battle when you die, you're resurrected with 1 heart. Neat. Maybe not though. And then the lancer armor. Kind of back and forth and all over the place on these items. Because there's some cool stuff going on here. I think I'm going to commit to the lancer armor though. Congratulations, tankiest character, you finally have armor. So the first benefit is the +5 hearts, but the secondary benefit is definitely the full protect. So I'm gonna probably want to find a place to steal a heart from. Or steal a gem from, I mean. Shuriken Strike is not heavily utilized, I have to admit. There we go. So now you can use full protect. God, I've really overfocused this character. He's really powerful, though. He demands points. So his equipment alone currently has 7 gems in it. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 gems on one character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 13, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. And then 2? Yeah, so 13, 8, 7, 2. If I remembered the numbers correctly while I was going. Nothing screws the ability to remember numbers correctly like adding other numbers. Interesting. I was always concerned about over-investing in Chert because he's so powerful that constantly tempted to just keep investing more and more in him. But I've actually gone deeper into some other characters, but it's often because there's unique things being added. Most of the stuff I can add to Chert makes Chert use the existing abilities more. +1 use, +1 use, more use. That Pierce is good, but mostly it's that stuff. Whereas these other characters, like, take Volley, add Pierce and Poison to it, get Ricochet Shot. Like, I'm often gaining entire new abilities. Sweep, Full Protect, Shield, Heal Low Wounds. So I can see why I'm doing that. But it just makes me want to put more points in him again. Especially, like, increasing his number of uses of the fire spell and maybe more focus. But really, yeah, I just joy. I have plenty of things to spend points on if I get them, is the takeaway. The Tomb of the Fungus King. From Magister Sigmund P. Elderhauser, caretaker, Yell Library, to Churt, the mysterious key. Sir, here's the information you requested about the old Crescentwood Cemetery. In addition to various tombstones and graves, the cemetery contains at least 3 mausoleums dating back to when Menhir Forest was still young enough to only cover a small part of Ekodari. Much has been lost to time, but one of the oldest families we know of were the Crescentwoods. They built the cemetery for their own use. Now, it's used by all. Yet their name carries on as the cemetery itself. Their sigil was indeed a crescent, as you suggested. Their mausoleum is still there, overgrown but intact. It has been locked for centuries, perhaps millennia. See? I told you it was the Crescentwood Cemetery, and I bet this key opens that mausoleum. Who knows what we'll find inside? The Tomb of the Fungus King. I feel like that gives me some indication of what we're gonna find inside. I'm betting it's alive, too. Look at this door. What is it? That, my friend, is a magical seal. A good one, too. Whoever put it in knew their spellcraft. So it's sealed? Yes, Jamie, it's sealed. It means it's locked, so we need a key. Yep, to break the seal we need, let's see. Ah, judging by the glyphs, it can be unsealed with 3 runestones. Let's look around. They could be here somewhere. I'm sorry. Why would somebody go to the trouble of sealing the door and then just leave the key as here? It's a crypt, Jamie. It's traditional. So is the inevitable fight, apparently. Guys, company. Jamie, you're in the wrong part of the formation. No. So we need to find 3 runestones. I like that this game, it's just being silly with tropes, basically. Of course the key is here. Who doesn't go to great lengths to seal things and then leave a way to unseal it lying around? That's normal. Alright. 4 skeletons. The archers always have more health, strangely. And then the Void Hunt, who will try to pick them all up and stuff. That's bad. Trying to find 3 runestones and open old chests. There are 2 chests. I don't see either of them yet, but there's 3 doors here. Obviously, we want to take out the stuff in the main room first. Corpse. The corpse seems to be strangely well preserved, considering it has clearly been here a long time. Okay, can I revive the corpse? Nope. Just get out of the way a little bit here. If I were to cast a fire spell, the most effective location would probably be here. We'll just hit you, and I believe this thing can't take damage. Leaving me a front line of dudes to deal with, but at least the back line, they lose both guys, and the Void Hunt will take a big old chunk of damage. Of course, then the problem is that I have a cast range of 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How convenient. Thank you. I love it when a plan comes together. And by plan, I mean series of just picking shit to do and seeing how it goes. I'm good at plans. Speaking of plans, I should have first fired a volley, because then the Void Hunt would have taken 1 more damage, taking it to 3 health instead, and the volley itself would have done 2 damage? Okay, so it still would have lived, I suppose. But I want it dead. I'm that close, huh? Let's go ahead and warp. Oh no. Did that take away one of his bubbles? That's... It doesn't do damage. That's annoying. I don't want the bubble to get taken away. Yay! They're all dead. Isn't this fun? This is fun. I'm nowhere near the range for actually reviving those guys. Now I can do a charge, and then this guy will just live one more turn, I guess. I can't completely obliterate the entire board in one turn. What strange new problems we have, huh? When that's my concern. Aw, I can't take out all the enemies in one go. I used to be able to cower in fear and constantly worry about how doomed I was, but now I'm like, I didn't perfect the board. What'll I do? Yeah, I'd prefer you to attack that guy. Get him. All healed up. Alright. Might as well just pick one of these guys up. So helpful. Not really sure how he's going to behave in this context. Guess we'll find out. Extra use of full protect is nice. But so is whirlwind. Ooh, that's the big damage boost. Alright. Now he's got 2 uses of whirlwind. Isn't this fun? I kind of wonder if he'll like pick a door for me. That would just be kind of useful if he picked a door for me and just opened it, because then he would use his action point on opening the door, and I could spend my action point not doing that. Anyway, let's get that going. I didn't even cast regenerate last time, because you gotta actually have that open turn to cast it on. So I don't always get around to it. Because these characters are all busy, but he did not need healing last game, so I'm not that concerned. Should cast bubble on him, but once again need an excess turn. Of course, he just stood there. All right. Well, we gotta pick one. At least this will give me an extra action point, so she can open the door and then also hit things. Hitting things is fun. I'm guessing there's gonna be a runestone in here. Is it worth using a whirlwind on some boring ass enemies? Probably not. I don't know. This is the guy that's in charge range. Get him. That's the knockback direction, huh? Ah, that's not enough to kill him either. May not be able to hit you from here, but I can pull you towards me. And now I can hit you. Isn't this fun? We try. Is it worth a focus? I'm kind of inclined to think no. Especially if I just plop a heal on you. Do that. I'll do that afterwards. Pierce 1, damage 1. Skeleton archers are really inoffensive, aren't they? Take one of them out. More actual kills the better for my incoming damage problem. But he'll be gradually healing. And he does have, Jamie does have 1 armor, so this guy can do one damage to me, and this guy can do 1 damage to me, and I heal 1 per turn. So we're pretty fine, all things considered. Here, and now he can't go wandering around attacking anybody else because he's in a threatened square. Look at Jamie's freaking heart cube up here. Excessive. All right. I'm trying to show restraint. It's a long mission where I slowly explore a bunch of different rooms, so I should probably not just blast all my abilities when I don't need to. Yay. I don't know why I moved forward. I'm pretty sure I was already in range. I guess I just forgot for a moment. Thank goodness for having 1 free spell that I can just keep casting. Hope it's not a monster. Oh boy. Who dares disturb my rest? Alright, that's not a rune stone. That's a surprise fight spawning when I'm in the middle of having no action points. Good job, me. Who calls my spirit forth from the dreamless fields? You. I see you. You desire the rune stone. The accursed thing, it binds me here. Take it from me. Let me slip away. Alas, there are rules. We follow the principle. You must earn it. A riddle, a mystery, but an easy one for both our sakes. Tell me the fate of the 3 nameless heroes. Full of vigor, they came here. One by one, they fell. Tell me the... Tell me the fate of the 3 heroes. There's 1 there. I haven't seen the other ones yet. Not yet. It's not a fight. Okay. That was weird. Check out another iron door. Woo. There's 3 doors in this area left, even though there's only a few runestones in total. I guess we'll save that for later. No. Oh no. This is going to be a special kind of challenge, isn't it? Because on top of moving everybody else around, all this movement is like giving the game time to spawn new enemies, which is a problem for me. Fuck it. Oh no. Oh, these 2 doors to the same room. Hello, chest. Oh boy. Oh, that door opens too. This is a big dungeon for me to slowly explore while reinforcements keep happening. Yeah, let's definitely save our abilities as much as we can, apparently. But I gotta kill an orb of darkness and a void hunt in the same room. This is a bunch to deal with. Nobody really has movement. You have some movement. You can get me ahead. I was hoping there'd be a bunch of enemies in direct line of sight so that my guys could all, you know, attack. There's one of the corpses. Strangely preserved considering it has been here for a long time. Huh. Anyway, this is... I talk about restraint, but this is a clear time to use this spell. Holy crap. 5 targets in range at once is one of the best I've ever had so far. Especially with them, 2 of them being high priority targets that I definitely want to do bad things to. I really wish somebody was in charge range for this guy. Alright, let's cast shield. Get that established. I've already done the flip as this character. Yep. That poor guy's never gonna reach a fight. I really should have revived I always gotta remember that, and I don't do it as much as I should. I should always remember to revive archer skeleton so that they can at least fire at range. This may be a mistake, but it's a lot of targets at once, and every turn they live, they're gonna just summon more guys. So there. At least I'll get a spell book to probably get more of it. That'll be nice. What? Oh yeah, I guess I haven't cast teleport yet. Technically. Alright, so he's gonna reach me. I'm not that concerned about losing out on healing over time. Just gonna start blapping him. I guess everyone else can maybe ignore this room at the moment. Maybe even should turn back and fight this. Yeah, that's a void haunt. That's a problem. We don't generally want those wandering around. You've already used the shurikens. Not in range to do anything, huh? Not ideal. I don't want to do caltrops because it says it hits the first thing that walks in this place that's not flying. It doesn't say enemy. So I imagine there's friendly fire. So I would not want to put it around here because we still have to open this door. I'm not totally sure what to think the game's going to expect from me when it talks about the 3 adventurers or whatever. Hopefully I'll figure that out. I'm just going to go into defense mode. Because some of these guys are going to be heading this way. Yeah, these days he does not have cleave. Which is one thing that would go through and hit him. My melee attack does 4 damage, so I still couldn't kill him. Charge increases range, has increased range, but no increased damage. Maybe Smar's just to prepare. They're all melee, after all. There we go. 2 down. And then additional attacks. And he'll bring 1 back. Haha. In a bit of a spot here, because I do want that spell book. But it involves getting up in person with a lot of rats, and I'm not sure if I don't really want to spend focus on them. But normally I have allies. And having allies really helps in these kinds of situations. Don't want to do that. I don't want him to hit me and waste my bubble. Alright, I'm out. I'm out. I might come down for the spellbook and the chest I can get through this door. But him soloing these rats just goes poorly, because I'll either have to use my limited remaining abilities on freaking rats, or I keep running away and using Force Bolt, which is what I'm going with, is they'll chase me and I'll keep trying to use Force Bolt, but I might end up following up a different task. If I catch up with the rest of the crew and the rats are still after me, they can help me. And they'll go down significantly quicker with non-once per mission abilities, hopefully. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, whatever. I meant to check it, not click on it. So that was a mistake. But those happen. The important thing is to avoid this guy's attack range so I can get this guy. Who is not going to die, unfortunately. I'm trying. Alright. He'll be fine overall. So you're in a threatened square, so you're not going to attack her. She's fine. But maybe I want you to attack her. Maybe I want to spread the load a little bit. He auto-heals. Let it happen. I think I'll prep for opening this door since we're all here. That seems like an idea to do. Which means maybe I should be headed over there too. I don't know why I called her I. Whatever. Yeah, you can't move at all. Alright. Check. Yeah, he tried to... That was an opportunity attack. Alright, well now Chur can hide behind his skeleton buddy for a bit. That's handy. And his skeleton buddy can threaten squares, so these guys can't get me. So maybe I will stand my ground for a bit while this buddy aggroes. Because if they try to run to me, I do need to stand not here, because they can attack me diagonally through here. Beep. This guy might go down very quickly, though. Yeah, they're gonna kill him immediately. But it buys me a little time, I suppose. Maybe. Dare I try to open it? Whoopsie, too late. Oh! That's not good. On the list of things that could have been behind that door, that's not a great outcome for me. 4 imps and Ogmi. Alright, so these 4 are immune to fire, and these 2 will get healed by fire. So I don't want to use any fire in this room, which I don't have any of anymore anyway. Lightning would come in handy, but I'm very far away. So my abilities to really hunker down and cause some damage here are not off the charts. But I can cause some mayhem. Yeah. I can have a good turn here. Yeah. That's fun. All right. So that took out half of the enemies in the room in one move. I also once again miscalculated how effective that was going to be. I was counting out the damage at face value for ricochet shot, but of course the knockback means that the guy I was leaving at 4 health was going to take 1 more hit and go to 5. I was planning on using advance in order to get an extra attack this turn in order to finish off the explosion so that they'd go out, but nope. My plan was even better than I thought it was. Cool. I would like to not be in the front line now for what happens next. These guys do 3 damage each, and they will both reach Ayane. Unless we both hide behind our friend here with all of his armor, which we can do. So that's one idea. It was unnecessary for me to move that far back though. I mean, this guy does damage. Oh, at a range of 3, so he'll hit me for sure. This guy can't reach me, although he might be able to once the Ogmi moves. I don't know, we'll see what happens. He's armored, he has an auto healing. The first attack won't even hit him. Yeah. Aha. Ew. Alright, and alright, on top of the bubble he also has 1 damage reduction. No. What a Chekhov's gun of a character. I set that guy up turns and turns ago, and now he finally got his time to shine. He finally did his one thing. Congrats, guy. We're all very proud of you. Anyway, explodey. And teleport. Now I can just leave this guy behind. I mean, I'll kill him with a pot shot later. But for now, I don't have to, like, hang out with him. More fire. Did I right-click? I did right-click. I, like, kind of left and right-clicked at the same time, awkwardly. There we go. Now I don't know who he'll attack. He'll probably still chase me, because I'm closest. I'm gonna get that chest. Churt's on a little solo adventure. Isn't this exciting? Ogmi's going to explode us all to death. Isn't that exciting? Ideally, we avoid the significant damage we would take from explodey pants. Adjacent squares. Yay. That's oh, diagonal is adjacent to. Adjacent. Not adjacent. There we go. This is what I was going for. It's convenient of them to keep running around with the dudes that, like, help me kill them. Fun strategy they got there. So I pick up healing items on accident all the time, but I do try not to pick up the action points unless I'm going to use them. Because I'm fairly convinced that since action points get replenished every turn, that you would not have the ability to keep said action point next turn. I'll try not to pick that up until there's a fight nearby, or some other thing I can do with an action point. That's my logic. Of course, maybe I'll just misclick and pick it up. Spellbook, sarcophagus. Is that one also a riddle? I wonder. I spent a lot of time not doing any of my objectives so far, so we're having a rough time. You can self-mend technically. That's pointless. Pointless because you're about to do it anyway. Oh, hi reinforcements. Thanks for being in the worst part of the map, basically. No line of sight. I'm not taking a step backwards to hit him again. Maybe I should. There's reinforcements coming. No, I'm out. I'm not going to hang out next turn here. I already moved slow enough. Yeah. Interesting predicament to be in. Let's visit the book. Well, yes, I would like more whirlwind. How did you know? We'll see what happens when I open it up. Hey, you just get a runestone and that's it. Cool. Unexpected. I could have just done it with this guy then, and not had you run in here. Crap. Well, I guess we can leave. Boom. If only you could charge when there's no target. Get her. Ah! What a disappointing turn. You have no one to fight. You're in the middle of nowhere. So there was no runestone down here, just one of the chests. I would figure that this room has a runestone and a chest. But also there's the mystery about the corpses, of which I have found 2. Huh. Nope. So there's a Skeletal Lord. Should I just pick it up? We're not going to come back here, I guess. But I also just don't have anything to spend that action point on. Second regeneration established. Alright. No. If we're gonna let's reunite. Let's get this door open. Hey, buddy. All right, now back to running away. Dynamite. That would come in handy somewhere. Might want to explode them all, like now-ish. What kind of range does it have? It's an action point, so I can't spend it right now anyway. They'll probably chase me in a mob that I can blow up in a unified fashion later. We're so spread out. We're so spread out. I wanna pick up like the money and all these other things, but it's just gonna make me take even more turns to get across the map. I'm not a fan of making suboptimal tactical decisions for those kinds of reasons. Oh, they're splitting up because of course they are. Thanks. I mean, I'd rather not get plague ratted. If I go here, I might be able to get out of the range of the plague rat. No, because that's the last tile I can get to. Alright, no reason to let it get to me first. Because I can't, yeah, I can't kill it with a defense. And she can't reach it. And she doesn't have Overwatch. So she can't, like, see it coming and shoot it. Which would be a great ability for my archer to have. It feels really weird to not have an archer have that kind of move in a game like this. So we're going to be waiting for everyone else to catch up. Which admittedly, they need to. You know, your movement is so slow. I should probably do this. That'll get you caught up a little bit. You've already cast both regens, so there's no one to do that to. Okay. No action points spent this turn. It hurts. Hey. Wow, yeah. I underestimate the range, the sheer range of some of those guys sometimes. Death to the plague rat. And then crowd the plague rat. Get rid of him. There we go. Now y'all are weaker. And flanking. Stop that. Get ready to open this door. Sure, it's gonna be so far behind. This could be a moment to use dash to close the gap. Yeah. She covers so much ground when she wants to. Alright, we're gonna open that door and I'm gonna throw the dynamite in and we're gonna desecrate the hell out of this tomb. Holy crap, you have range. Keep thinking that it's not gonna amount to much and then they keep hitting me. Oh, no, no, nope. I do not need any more of this filthy spider nonsense in my life. Agreed. And they're not in dynamite range of each other. Yep. That's not great news. But a good time for a volley. Now they actually are in dynamite range of each other. 3x3 area. What kind of range do I have on this? Not enough. Not enough, as it turns out. I need to move 2 tiles further. You can guard me. I was tempted to use teleports, but I think, yeah, I can get away without doing that kind of stuff. Whee! 2 down. Isn't that fun? I like the part where they didn't get to bite me with their weird... Oh god, their mouth's way worse than I thought it was. I was like, oh, you know, compared to spiders, they're not that bad. Like, they don't even have, like, mandibles. Then it opened, and I'm like, it's just a sack. It's just a sack with teeth. Like, it's just the worst visual. Do not like. Significantly against this idea. Oop, wow, gotta watch out for that cleave. Right. That whole thing. Well, if she gets hit, all she can lose is caltrop or cleave. Not great. But it's best not to get hit by teammate. I guess I can just flip backwards, actually. That's one way to avoid getting hit by teammate. As damage occurs. Get out of here. I mean, it's gonna hit me regardless. I might as well move forward. Meanwhile, other characters are staying closely out of the range for melee, because they have to get hit by Jamie to run past that point. Hey, now we're diseased. There goes my heal. Whoa. What? What? Damn it. Just cast Protect on himself to give himself 2 armor. I just don't understand the enemy well enough. That was a surprise. I thought they had to bite me to steal spells. I didn't think they could just do it at range. Like crazy range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles. Okay, so a lot of range stuff is 5 tiles, yeah. But damn. That's a really powerful thing to do from that far away. Alright, that's a bummer. Thankfully, Jamie has cleave. But damn. I can kill you, but not you. This will be 2 damage, which is blocked by armor, then 1 wall damage, but that's also separately blocked by armor. We need a higher damage source. I guess I'll kill you. You do 3 damage. Extra action point. Yay. I can work with this. Now you dead. Alright, good. Where's the 3rd corpse? He asked what happened to the 3 adventurers. So 1 died seemingly on the way out. This one died here. I guess just look at the special clues, right? So this guy was at a campfire. He's a monk. He died at camp while eating, it looks like. He's got like a plate and a pot. Their warrior or knight died, I think, on their way out, or maybe at the beginning. And I don't see another one, so I guess the 3rd person escaped. That must be the answers to the questions. Oh, no. Nope, their mage got crushed by a pillar. Okay. They're probably going to ask me those kinds of specific things when we get there. That was a little wasteful. You know what? Did I run this far? Maybe. I don't know if I should open it. Oh well. Let's risk it. A runestone and no additional consequences. Alright. So I chose the first one to open first, apparently. I don't know, maybe if I was wrong, he just would have, like, fought me or something. There's attackers coming around the corner. Jamie's the slowest. I wish I had not moved as Fiona this turn. I don't know, is that worth using the necklace on? I wish... I teleported Jamie out because he's slow. So I'd rather him not be in the back of the crew. But since we're here, I might as well just open the chest now. A crystal. Ooh, recharge one use of an ability. Fantastic. Alright, yeah. I should have kept her where she was standing before. That was wasteful. Alright, so find the last runestone, we win. Unless we have to run to the door to open it. It might add a new objective after that point. In which case we very much would have to clear our way through. These guys are so far away they won't be reaching Jamie. So I can just commit to attacking these guys. It's not a big deal. AoE. Boom boom. Aw. Not as damaging of a hit as I was hoping for. I can finish you off. Got him. Probably should have moved her first because she would have been able to move one more tile. Oh well. It totally gave her a movement range that balances for the fact that she can do an additional move. At least that's my interpretation. Warp? I don't like how they make a sound like I'm hurting them. Health-wise, I seem to not be hurting them. But visually, it very much seems to be... This is framed as an attack. Which, it is a weapon. It is a weapon that's doing that. I'm not completely blind to that fact. Don't have anything else to do this turn, so I guess we'll all heal you. Yeah, Church's getting some lovin'. Alright. Let's go answer the riddle while the skeletons chase us from behind, all scary-like. And we'll probably have to fight them all at the doorway on the way back. If the level doesn't end the moment I get to the sarcophagus. They're not gonna reach us. They don't even have an archer. Everyone's got full health. Might as well defend. Doesn't hurt to guard. You lost protect in the previous room. You can use both heals. Blah, 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 blah. Everyone's good. Oh, they're in attack range for you. Cool. Get them. God, I always forget how far her attack range is. Yeah, it's 8 squares. That basically means the entire screen, so long as there's line of sight. Whereas Force Bolt is less impressive. But effective. I still don't have a run ability on this character. Did I get the option to have dash? I don't think I did. Wow, disease lasted a while. Still hasn't worn off. I was gonna spend the turn self-mending, but I still can't. Thanks, police. Nice to see you. Ask away. Yes, good. Tell me what ended the first hero. How... How do I know their I'm gonna go from the entrance, I guess? How do you know what order they were in? The warrior? The warrior was... and choked to death on a fish spoon. I'm gonna say blown apart in a magical explosion. He's in like a crater. You speak, I hear. We continue. What of the next hero? Next was a monk. He probably... I'm gonna say eating dinner and choked to death on a fishbone. The last part seems like kind of a leap, but that's the first part's so specific it's probably the answer. The last hero. What became of the last hero? They were a wizard, and they were crushed under a falling column. Yes, you tell true. I remember them. The duelist, the clumsy one, the glutton. Here is the runestone you seek. Take it and use it as you will. Go. Dreams and nightmares await me. We shall never speak again. I win? Yeah! A little worried I was gonna have to fight my way back out. Because I left them in a tankless, compromised position a little bit, but they're just skeletons. It's not that big of a deal. These people put a lot of effort into their tombs. Is it some kind of a weird... Is it some kind of a weird, rich people thing? Ah, typo. Because it seems to be, to me, the poor are happy to just dig a hole and be done with it. Yes. The answer is yes. It is a rich people thing. Seriously. Was that real? Did that just happen? Don't think about it too much. You get used to it. I mean, that was pretty standard crypt stuff. Pretty much. Well, maybe not the fishbone guy. Oh yeah, the fishbone guy was a new one on me. Now, let's just take a look at the seal. That's a visual. Ah, look at all the corruption here. The cancer. Yeah, but look at it. It's so old. It's as if it's growing out of the coffin. Sure, look at the markings. Don't laugh at me now, but I think this is a grave of the Fungus King. No, come on. That's just... But, well, the writing here... Fiona, I think you're right. Wait, the what king? The Fungus King, big guy. Haha, how about that? The Fungus King's treasure. I always thought he was just a creepy story, but I guess he was real. My father would read it to me at bedtime. I couldn't get enough of it. He read it to you at bedtime? Damn, Fiona, how'd you sleep? Like a rock, what can I say? Sorry, who's the Fungus King? You don't know the Fungus King? Ah, sorry, I guess you wouldn't. Fiona, you should tell him. It's a classic, I haven't heard that story in years. Oh, it's been a long time. Let's see. Alright, I guess I remembered well enough. Just don't laugh if I get it wrong, Chert. I'll help you out. So a long time ago, there was a young prince by the name of Rickard. He was young and handsome and without a care in the world. But one day, the family physician had terrible news. Rickard's father, the king, was grievously ill and didn't have long to live. Don't forget that she was almost a part of the royal family herself, so she was weeping openly when she told him. Oh, yes, that's right. She'd even been Rickard's nanny, so seeing her like this upset Rickard almost more than the news itself. But the physician knew a cure. If only somebody could gather 3 seeds of the Day plant, the king could be saved. It was a perilous task. The plants were rare, the seeds rarer still, and outside the kingdom, many dangers lurked. Rickard volunteered to find the seeds, of course, being a brave young prince and all that. Thus, young Rickard traveled across all the lands of Ekodari in search of the seeds. He bled for them, he killed for them. and eventually he found them, but they came at a high cost. The Rickard who left was not quite the same man who returned. It was gnarly. He had all these scars, he was skinny. Strange diseases in those foreign land had taken the toll, but he made it. When he did finally return, the king's skin had turned green with the sickness. He was frail, at death's door. With trembling hands, Rickard offered the seeds to the physician. He'd done it. He saved his father. It wasn't too late. She took the seeds, and then she laughed in his face. She wasn't the physician at all. She was an evil enchantress, and she'd played him for a fool. She had wanted the seeds for wicked purposes, and she wanted somebody to take on the dangers of fetching them. All she had to do was poison the king, and Rickard was all too eager to volunteer, like a chump. A rage exploded in Rickard. Steel flickered in his hands, faster than you could see, as he attacked the enchantress. But she was powerful. Her spells blocked each blow, sapped his will, but Rickard wouldn't give in. They fought hard for a day and a night before finally, at the top of the castle's tallest tower, Rickard brought her down. But she wasn't done. No. With her last dying breath, the enchantress cast a terrible curse. As she spoke the words, Rickard's skin turned green. His breath became poisonous. Deadly spores scattered from his body. She got him good, except I guess it wasn't actually fungi. It was the cancer, wasn't it? Or maybe an early form of it. I suppose the story got all mixed up in the telling over the years. In time, Rickard would become the king, and a wise one too. He ruled long and well, and his subjects loved him. But he was forever cursed to rule alone from this throne. No consort at his side, his court at a distance. Alone forever. He couldn't touch anybody. Anybody who got close enough to smell him would get sick and die. And thus he became known as the Fungus King. I guess it's more sad than creepy, really, when you know what it really happened. Well, who knows how accurate the story really is, knowing what the fungus really it was. Makes you think, huh? It does. I always wondered what happened to Rickard's father. Me too. I like to think that with the enchantress defeated, he survived. I hope so too. Although I guess they couldn't exactly have had much of a family reunion with Rickard's condition. Anyway, that's the story of the Fungus King, Jamie. That's the story of the Fungus King, Jamie. What do you think? I don't know. Was it that sad? I mean, the enchantress was defeated. Evil didn't win. But Rickard's childhood was a lie. He was changed into a kind of monster. But he did what he was supposed to do. He got to be the king. But his entire life was destroyed and he could never have a family. Well, I don't have one. Is that a tragedy? Well, not necessarily. But never having one's not the same as losing one. And you could have one in the future. Hey, there's so many 3 stars on this screen. Remember when that was hard? It's weird. The game was just so much harder right at the beginning. Yeah, it's a sad little story. Things worked out though. He even got to be king. My brain fills the gaps in a not great way though, which is that the way that the king is just not even mentioned again. The story leaves a lot of possibilities, one of which could be that Rickard, the king could have been the first victim of Rickard's condition. The way that he fit, because there's always the, like when I just think of like generally in fiction, there's this there's like the scene where somebody has a curse or a power or something and they have to discover it accidentally. And when the thing in question is something that kills people, I can imagine the first thing that would have happened is Rickard would have tried to get to the king and then found out that people around him die by having killed the person that he tried to save. It would explain potentially why the king is not mentioned again in the story.